Well, Audi and race car fans, we have an old casting here by Para64. I bought this on sale from RC Mart, so why not? I don't have a racing version of the R8. It says here it's from the 2019 championship in Australia, and my research shows me that this is R8 LMS Evo. And so there's a couple different racing cars. They had a GT4 as well, but that is not this. This one here was driven by Tony Bates, it says, who came in 12th for that season. But someone else with the same type of car actually won the Australian Championship, and I'll show you that photo later on. There's some tape on this thing, so trying to get it open. This one side. Now I can get that tape off there. I do really wish sometimes that Para64 just went to smaller packaging. I feel like these boxes are unnecessary for this brand because there's nothing really sensitive on these things. So basically you're just paying for a bunch of plastic that you have to pay to ship around, and then you can't collect as many models because you have to collect all these giant plastic boxes. So according to Wikipedia here, this is rear-wheel drive only. I guess all these cars in these championship races are like that. It's going to have a 5.2 liter V10. Let's see, making around 500 horsepower, somewhere in that ballpark. It's running on 18-inch wheels. Its construction is carbon fiber, aluminum, and the roll cage is steel. This is the car that actually won the Australian Championship that year. So same car, just different livery, different driver. Someone named Emery. Extra credit, what is that thing? I can't imagine what that is with that wacky wing. But the front end reminds me of like a Mosler or something, but I have no idea what that is. Okay, let's get into this. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have decals, but as I mentioned, I got it on sale. So when I say sale, I think it was like $5, so I can accept decals. If this thing falls apart, whatever, I'll just repaint the thing into a normal street car, because Para64 screwed together bases, which is what I like. The base is plastic, which is also what I like. It's less cost to ship it. I also like that they tell you what the car is, and then who made it, and what the scale is. So everything I want to know is there. Racing slicks makes sense, but their regular street cars also have slick tires, and that's fine. I don't really care about treads so much. So yeah, I am noticing, the decal action here all over. These air pockets behind the decals, so that's not very good. But again, anyways, you know why. This is cool. It's got an open window here, some venting there. The blackout paint is good. Separate mirrors. There's actually a reflective sticker in there too, but I feel like that might fall off. The wheels, yeah, they look like the racing wheels, I guess. There's no brakes from this brand. And then I think all Para64s roll. Yeah, it's a smooth roller. But it is kind of, maybe, I was thinking that's really gappy. Yeah, maybe that's a little gappy. But there actually is an air gap if you look at those photos, so it's not lowered as much as one would think a race car would be. So the sponsorship, it's very nicely crisp printing because it's the decal. So KFC, yeah. In America, I would go to KFC, feel really sick, and then I wouldn't eat it for 10 years. I'd go back in 10 years, eat it again, and feel really sick, and then I wouldn't eat it again. There's something wrong with that oil they put in there. Over here in Asia, it seems to be safer. It doesn't make me feel as sick, but it's still kind of gross as far as fried chickens go. Alright, yeah, all this livery. Now these louvers here, I guess these are plastic, and this might be a plastic piece here. Look at all that wrinkles from the decal. That was pretty unsightly. The grill has got a texture molded into its plastic, and then this actually is a tempo print, I think, this KFC. So yeah, it'd be nice, if they just tampo printed everything like other brands. Much cheaper brands like Greenlight will tampo print their models. Hot Wheels, the epitome of cheap die-cast cars, they print their stuff, right? So I see it in all my videos. But there's a lot of new people joining the hobby, so I have to say it in all my videos. And this decal isn't even aligned with the vent. The vent's over here as well. This one's a little bit better. It's got those hood releases, the Audi badge there looks nice. This vent is just kind of blank, whatever. Decals even on the windscreen, the number 24. Yeah, there. Okay, well, door handle. I think there actually is a casted handle, but the decal. And then this is also casted in. Yeah. Up here. Yeah, okay. You can see that escape hatch there. Decal action here. Nice engine detail. Well, decent engine detail. That's unexpected. And then the roll cage looks good. The wing. Yeah, I guess it's thinner than a Hot Wheels, but it's not bad for the price. It actually has curvature to it, top and bottom. It's actually got printing or a decal on the bottom as well. That's pretty nice. Now the rear tail lights, it looks like that actually is translucent plastic. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. So that's unexpected. But they're very dark because it's on a black. I think the casting might be black. Okay, then we have an exhaust tip or something here. It's got a recess. That's nice. But then it's got two other ones here with recesses. I don't know if they're turbocharger pipes or what. Or what is, maybe, I don't know. So leave a comment. We've got some vented details here. Sounds like it's plastic. So that seems all alright. Okay. I'm going to take this guy apart. That was really up close. So now this is 1:1 magnification. It doesn't look so bad, although I can still see, the air gaps of behind the decals. Yeah, look at that engine. It's all hollow and stuff up there. Nice. It actually has the top of the roll cage. It's got a racing seat there with the high bolsters for the helmet. The steering wheel looks like a racing steering wheel. It's not round. It's like one of those jet fighter kind of steering wheels. And then, yeah, like control switches or battery, telemetry, who knows, fire extinguisher over there. So this interior is clearly not a road car interior. They made a separate mold just for these racing cars. So that's pretty neat. And then the engine block, you can see some details there as well. So not bad for a Para64 price. Alright, the windows are just, I think, I'm not even sure if they're molded, like heat pressed on. I don't know if there's any glue. Maybe that's a glue spot right there. But there's no like rivets holding that piece of plastic in place. So that's interesting. Then you gotta put this back in here. And you pretty much have to assemble it upside down because the wheels. One thing, the wheels or the tires are the same width, which obviously doesn't make sense for a race car. The rear wheels, the rear tires should be wider. But, well, yeah, it is quite noticeable. I can see it here from the back. I feel like it should be wider, but Para doesn't do that. I think they just run the same width wheels on all their models. Alright, let's take a look at a couple other Audis and race cars. This is a Kyosho of the first generation R8. And see, it's got treads, and Kyosho has the staggered tires. But this thing's press fit together. Not all Kyoshos are. No brakes on this either, but still a pretty nice model. And then this is a Kang Fi, if I recall. Yeah, it does say Kang Fi under there. This is an R8 Coupe Performance. It's the second generation facelift. So again, staggered tires, nice treads, and then this one actually steers. So it's an interesting little gimmick. So you can get some interesting photos. Alright. And that decent engine detail back there as well. And I like how it has something in the license plate. Kyosho's never do. Let's put those back in front and back because I got some race cars. So this is a 2019 Porsche race car, an RSR by Sparky. It just says Spark, but they're always branded as Sparky. So racing slicks as well, but you'll see the tire width is identical as well on this brand. And then this is press fit together, which I'm not a fan of because you can never repaint the interiors. Although on a race car maybe you wouldn't want to anyways. And I don't think this has brakes either. Nope, it does not. Which I think is kind of lame for the price of a Sparky. Yeah, another one by Sparky. This is the McLaren 720S GT3, also a 2019 race car. So same issues. I would say it's on par. It's on par in overall quality. Except for the decals maybe? No, this is I think also running decals. Does this Porsche run decals? I can't remember in my review if I noticed that. In general, Sparky runs decals, so but you know what? Yeah, I can see an air gap right there behind the door. So that's another brand I'm not a fan of with the whole decal thing. It's not good. It's not good for a long-term collectible to have. The Sparky has rubbery mirrors. Yeah, but the Para64 mirrors are rigid. Kyosho mirrors are rigid as well. Yeah, they're rigid. Alright, it's going into pit lane backwards. Alright, well, if you ever come to Thailand, KFC has this thing called Wing Zab. It's like a limey, spicy chicken. I don't know why they don't sell that internationally. Because, well, Americans would just think it's Mexican food. It actually tastes like very Mexican. But it's delicious. But, yeah, their normal chicken is just as disgusting here as it is in America. Alright, guys. Well, take care now. I'll see you in the next Para64 video.